The Pechakucha is going to be in the same format. This time we have Utpal Mangla, who is a general manager responsible for telco industry and edge clouds at IBM. Utpal is a recognized global leader of IBM's telecommunications, media, and entertainment industry. He's focused on driving AI, 5G edge, hybrid cloud, and blockchain innovations for TME clients worldwide. And in his role as senior executive in the business and thought leader in emerging technologies, Utpal is a regular speaker at industry forums, university, and business conferences globally. So today, Utpal is going to, in 400 seconds, tell us about his journey to becoming who he is today. Take it away, Utpal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, team. Good evening. I have never done PK before, so this is my first try at it, and hopefully I survive this one. I will be talking about three things: personally, who am I, my consulting journey, and then my CMC experience and how it has been successful to me. From a personal standpoint, you can see my two girls over there. I like to show their younger pictures because both of them are turning teenagers. And although they are teenagers or turning teenagers, they behave like 20-year-olds. So we have two 20-year-olds, or they think that they are two 20-year-olds at home. So on a personal note, my hobbies are, from a sports standpoint, I love playing baseball, and I also love watching cricket. I don't get too much time to play or watch lately, but those are my two hobbies from sports. And the relevance of that, I see it every day at workplace, where you're trying to compete to be the best at what you're doing. Again, a little bit about myself. I'm a brother, married, love sports. I'm a dad, love outdoor, love hiking. And in our business, for that matter, any business, you need to log off and spend time on a personal note to keep your sanity. I'm going to talk about my career journey and where it all began. I basically have a background in computer science engineering. And after I did my computer science engineering, I started as a technical engineer in the late 90s. Looking back, I took time off from work and then went to a business school, and that's where I learned about business and consulting. And after that, I joined a Big Four firm. That's where I started enjoying consulting, and the skills that I learned over there have kept me employed and also in demand gradually over a period of time. All of it is self-explanatory over here, but as Nicheta also mentioned, you need to be known for something, and it's about your skills, which is a combination of competency, expertise, etc. There comes a time in life when you have to make a choice, and even within your consulting business, you have to make a choice of either being a generalist or having deep expertise in one thing. And at that point, you have to make some choices, and many people either decide to go into industry side or technology side or business side. And those are the choices that you make as you choose consulting as a career. And I think it's a very rewarding career because I've spent more than 25 years in this, and I would not change anything. One of the biggest benefits for me, or differentiator, if you will, was earning a CMC designation. When I was applying for it, I didn't know much about what CMC's value was. I have to be candid, but it was many, many years ago. But what I saw around me as I was a growing practitioner, that some of the experts in their field had a CMC designation. So I learned about it. I tried to understand what CMC stood for. And once I came to know about the value add that CMC could bring or provide, I immediately jumped onto it and tried to ensure that I have a CMC designation. It has been very, very helpful. Not only has it enabled me to progress in my career, but it has also enabled me to have the confidence in terms of client communications, in terms of subject matter expertise, and also in terms of differentiating myself in my company called IBM, which is where I have been working for many, many years. And as I progressed in my career, the value add and the benefit of CMC just became more and more prevalent. The other thing that I would say is your brand is what you stand for, and the brand recognition becomes absolutely critical. And in this time and age, not only your recognition is within the company or within the people that you work with, but also social eminence. Your digital presence is absolutely critical and very important. The conferences that you speak in, the subject matter expertise that you bring, people are immediately able to look at that on the social. I mean, everybody's looking at LinkedIn these days. Everybody's trying to, even for recruiters are calling, and they basically make a lot of those initial calls based on your eminence, which is in LinkedIn, your publications, your profile, et cetera, et cetera. So I would strongly encourage consultants to put special focus in those areas because it's absolutely critical for your growth as well as your eminence. Over here, you just a snapshot of me speaking at one of the conferences a couple of years ago. I am a telco, media, and entertainment industry expert. So what you see over here is a Mobile World Congress, which is one of the leading conferences in that space for technology. This is in 2019 at Barcelona, where it happens every year. In closing, consulting and the expertise that I gained through CMC designation, through the ecosystem that CMC has been able to provide, has been very fulfilling. And I would strongly encourage for new beginners to look at consulting as a career and growth path. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Utpal. Does anyone have a quick question for Utpal in the chat? Or if not, while we wait, I have a quick question. So Utpal, you mentioned the word eminence a few times. And I was wondering if, first of all, you could talk a little bit about what you mean by that. And secondly, how would you recommend sharing that with the world and putting that out there?
Yeah, so I also learned about eminence later in life. And I think for consultants, and for that matter, every practitioner, what you are known for is very, very important. So for example, I am known in my industry or in my organization as having expertise in a certain area. Your eminence could be in an industry like telco, finance, banking. Your eminence could be in technology in my area of expertise, like, for example, artificial intelligence, blockchain, etc. Or your eminence could be in process improvement, etc., etc. So what you are known for is very, very important. And as we consulting practitioners deepen our expertise, that specific area becomes your area that you are known for. So that's what eminence is. Sorry, I missed the part B of the question. What was that?
My question just was, how, in your experience, what's the best way to put that out there and make it known?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have a body of work. If you're an independent consultant, obviously you have to put it out there based on your prior client expertise, client work. Social eminence is one very easy way to do this, or social digital presence. If you work for a company, again, what you are known for within that organization, within that service line, within that practice area. But I think one easy way to do that these days, as I reiterated, is, your digital presence could be a good start.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much. And I think one more thing that I see a lot of people are thanking you for that great presentation. It really was wonderful. Thank you, Utpal. And just one last thing that really stood out for me from your presentation was the importance of having a personal life and disconnecting. Something I've been noticing recently a lot of is it seems to me that a lot of consultants have a second life. So they have a second business, or they have a creative outlet, or you know, they're really passionate about something. So I've personally found that very interesting. Okay, so now it's time for our second breakout session. It will go much like the first. I saw someone mentioning that they could have used a few more minutes in the breakout. Well, luckily we have another breakout coming up. I'll put in the chat the questions that we had thought of for the breakout session. But again, use this time to either, you know, present yourselves or discuss Utpal's presentation, or, you know, riff off of these questions if you like. But this is your time for networking. So I'll let you to it, and we'll see you back in 10 minutes.